I'm in Shenandoah National Park, and this is the trailhead for the Kaiser Run Fire Road. There's the fire road down that way. Yep, there it is, my little red car. And there's a nice parking area here for this. And I'm going to go up here and cross over Skyline Drive and head up that way until I run into the AT, the Appalachian Trail. Then we're going to turn left and hike up and over the summit of Hogback Mountain, which is over this way. The elevation here is 2920. Tenth of a mile into my hike. That's where I came from. I crossed over Skyline Drive and followed this little side trail here. This is the intersection with the Appalachian Trail. So we're going to turn left and hike south on the AT this way. We're going to start climbing Hogback Mountain. Four-tenths of a mile into my hike. I'm up to 3,070 feet along the Appalachian Trail. Maybe you can see the white blaze on that tree right there. White blazes are for the AT. I'm headed that way. That's the way I came from. And I'll try and point it out on the map. What's kind of strange is it's more or less, the trail's more or less straight until you get to right here. Right over there looks to me like the local summit right there. I don't know why they didn't just take the trail up and over, but instead they're going over here to the right. So I don't know, I may come back sometime in the wintertime and look around up here and see why are they avoiding this section right here, because it doesn't look real rocky or anything. Something a little strange about that. But anyway, going to continue to hike to the south along the AT. Okay, now I know why the trail makes this little detour. It's because there's this little rock outcropping here where you can have a view. So I'm at the summit, at or near the summit of Little Hogback, and there's Hogback up there. That's where I'm headed. 1.4 miles into my hike, I'm up to 3,390 feet, almost to the top. And this signpost here, there's a little T intersection here. I'm headed that way up to the summit. This little trail here is blazed blue, heads over to what the signpost says is there's a spring this way, 400 yards. I'm not going to bother going over there. I'm going to continue on up to the top. Now, the metal band says that it says launch site 100 yards this way. So I'm guessing that up here might be one of these launch sites for gliders, hang gliders. So we'll see when we get up here. Okay, well, I stepped out on this little rock outcropping here. I don't think this is the launch site because although it'd be spectacular to launch from here, but there's a whole bunch of power lines up here, and one of them goes down that way. So I don't think so. Power line, and then it heads up that way. You can see the microwave towers up there. That's where I'm headed, up there. So maybe the launch site is up here. This would be pretty dangerous, I think, trying to launch a hang glider with these power lines up here. So, and you know they're live lines because they're feeding that microwave tower up there. .8 miles into my hike, I'm descending. I'm down to 3,360 feet along the AT here, and guess what? I am not going over the summit. I'm going around it at a lower elevation, and I'm almost back down to Skyline Drive again. So they must have, coming from the north, they must have closed the trail that used to go up there. I can hear the road noise now from Skyline Drive. But there has to be a service road going up to those microwave towers. So maybe when I get down here, I'll find that, and then I'll circle back. I'll backtrack up to the summit if I can find a service road. .9 miles into my hike, I'm down to 3,350 feet. There's where I came from. That's the Appalachian Trail. And look what it dumps out onto. A service road. I bet you money this service road will take me up to the summit. Let's go up there and see. .2 miles into my hike. Whew, that was steep. I'm up to the summit now. This is the elevation right here is 3,450, and that sign says Hogback Mountain Repeater. And then coming out of there, it's these big microwave dishes. Now there was supposed to be some benchmarks up here, but they'd be over this way, but it's really overgrown. I'll wander around a little bit, see if I can see anything. Okay, well there's one of the reference marks. It's in the embedded in the concrete of the porch to this old wooden building, and it says Hogback ERDL number 1, 1959. And the arrow, that'll be pointing to the main station, which is over this way. It's really overgrown up here though. Take a look. There's the microwave towers there, and I had to beat my way through all that. But anyway, here's one of the, that's reference mark number 1. Well, I can't hardly even believe I found this thing because it's totally overgrown. I'll do a 360 here in a minute. You can see it. But there it is. It's embedded. That's the Hogback benchmark. I'll get some close-ups. It's the elevation is stamped in at 3474. And it's marked TT number 3D. And the date is 1928. Hogback benchmark. It's not too far from the microwave towers, but check this out. Let me get up here on this rock and I'll do a 360 for you. Okay, I'm standing on the rock, and there's the microwave towers are back there, and then there's that wooden building right there. And here is the pathway from the building over to here. Still standing on the rock. This is looking over in the other direction. 100% totally overgrown at this point. But anyway, there it is. Hogback benchmark. I'll get some stills. Alright, well, I'm coming down off the summit now. I'm heading back down the service road, leaving the microwave towers and the benchmarks, survey benchmarks behind me. I'm going to go down here, and I think I'm gonna circle back to my car on Skyline Drive, because it'll take me past, I think, 3 different overlooks. I'll get a few shots from the overlooks. Here's the view from Hogback Overlook. There's where I came from. See the microwave towers up there? Looking to the west. It's kind of smoggy today. I don't know, maybe more Canadian smoke bombs. This is the view from Little Devil's Stairs overlook. Well, that tree is dead as a doornail. Here's the view from Little Hogback overlook. Looking over that way, that's Big Daddy Hogback. And here's the view to the west, and then this is Little Hogback over here, the little guy. This is a map of today's hike. The quadrangle name is Bentonville, 1994, and I hiked over the summit of Hogback Mountain. Hogback Mountain is right there. This is Skyline Drive, and this is about mile marker 19. You park here on the south side of Skyline Drive. There's a fire road that comes down this way. On this map it's called the Jenny Gray Fire Road, but they've renamed it to Kaiser Run Fire Road now. So you park here at Kaiser Run Trailhead, cross over Skyline Drive, come up this connector trail, and then this is the Appalachian Trail. Follow the or you climb, well, there's two mountains here actually, Little Hogback and Hogback. You climb Little Hogback first. When you get up here, I didn't show it on this map, but when you get up here, there's a viewpoint. I got some shots from there. Then you continue on the Appalachian Trail. Then you hit this section here, which is really steep, and you have a lot of switchbacks back and forth. Now in the old days, this trail came straight up and over the top like this. Here's the summit, and here's the AT. But nowadays what happens is they've closed off this section right here, I guess, to just let it revegetate. When you get up to here, there's a signpost, and your only choice really is just to come down this way, and you follow a contour around, and you'll come out over here, which is a gravel road, the service road that goes up to the microwave towers. So then I backtracked on the gravel road up to the top, and I got some shots of the equipment that's up there. There's also 3 benchmarks up there. Now I found 2 of them. They're hard to find though, because everything to the east of the microwave tower is extremely overgrown. You'll see that in the video. But anyway, I found 2 out of the 3. Came back down to here. This dumps you out onto Skyline Drive. Then I walked up here to this is Hogback Overlook. Then I decided to come back this way, and I stopped. There was an overlook here and also an overlook here, and then back to my car. Fairly easy hike. It was 4.1 miles and a total ascent of 754 feet. And that was the hike for today.